reminds us that it is never too late for a second chance at love. Please welcome the Golden Bachelor, Gerry Turner. Gerry, I talk about you every week. One of the things I love about you is you have opened up our eyes to the benefits of dating an older man. And I gotta tell you, and now, and look, let me tell you, now that you're sitting in front of me, you sexy as hell, Gerry. Oh my goodness. How does it feel to be a sex symbol?
Well, you know, I don't look at myself that way, so it's kind of hard to answer that
I
question.
look at you that way, so.
I noticed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's a little difficult, but I'm starting to get my head around it a little bit.
Yeah.
I do always remind myself that I'm still a grandpa, so I kind of try to tamp it down a little bit.
Well, you know, grandpas are sexy too,
Yeah.
Gerry.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay? Now, I remember one episode, you were in the jacuzzi and you revealed this giant lion tattoo that was on your shoulders. And I just almost passed out. I said, the fans were shocked. Now, were you surprised at their reaction?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, tattoos are pretty ordinary these days. I didn't think it was that big a deal.
Okay, well, this is what I want to, I don't want to get in your business, but I'm going to get in your business. You got any more ink hidden underneath the clothes anywhere?
Nope, just this one.
Just that one?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
All right, because that was a big lion that right there on that shoulder. Okay, it was something say because it came out slowly from out of the water, and I said, "Oh my God!" I was like, "Oh, Hakuna Matata, right there." So Gerry, you know, the show, you are so authentic on the show, and you touch our hearts because you lost your high school sweetheart, Tony, 6 years ago, and you say that you still talk to her picture. Do you think Tony is up there laughing her butt off at you?
Yes. She would be giving me that big bug-eyed look that she does once in a while, saying, "What have you gotten yourself into?" But then she'd laugh. She would be supportive of it.
Yes.
100%.
Okay. You know, Gerry, now you've been thrust into this world of superstardom because everybody is watching you. We are loving you. Are there any perks now to the fame that's come upon you?
Yeah, there are, and they come from odd places. There was an interview a couple of weeks ago, and I mentioned, just casually in passing, I mentioned an energy drink. And like 2 or 3 days later, the 3 cases of this energy drink showed up at my door. So it's like, that's pretty awesome.
So it's like you mention things and it just shows up.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, let's do this because I'd love to go with you. Say Super Bowl tickets.
Super Bowl tickets.
That's what I'm talking.
Super Bowl tickets.
And if they didn't hear it, say it one more time louder.
Super Bowl tickets.
That's what I'm talking about. And also, you know, this is when I've been shooting my shot. You shoot your shot. Say Lenny Kravitz 3 times.
We need to see Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, we need to see.
Personal time with Lenny Kravitz.
And when Gerry says we need to see, it means I need to see. Now, you know, it is, last night was the Women Tell All episode. This was after the cliffhanger. You sent Faith home, and then you reunited for the first time. How emotional was that?
It was incredible. I know that both Faith and I felt like our parting at the mansion represented no closing for either of us. And so the weeks that went by between that moment and the moment I got to see her again on stage last night were agonizing. Yeah. And I was so thrilled to see her. I was just, I mean, she's just a genuine good heart. She's warm, loving. I mean, in the hug, we still told each other we loved each other.
Oh my God.
And that's just the way it is.
This is like why we're watching you every week on the edge of our seats glued, because your heart is so big and so wonderful, Gerry. It's like, and then when I watch the show, this is what I want to ask you, because it was unprecedented drama on the show. I've never seen anything like it with this. It was a debate over whether Edith's guacamole or Susan's meatballs called Susan's Gas on the show. Okay, I've never seen anything like this on the show at all. You had time to think about this. What caused that gas?
I did. I have a theory.
Who caused it?
I think it's the excessive wine being drunk by
that what
everyone in there that caused rampant gas. I don't think it was anybody's food.
It was so funny because when she said to you, I got something to tell you, I got gas, you were cracking up. So were you shocked? How did you feel?
Just a little bit. Caught me off guard. You know, I tried to be prepared for everything, and I certainly wasn't for that. I mean, that's not something you generally talk about.
Yeah, usually people don't just say they got gas.
You're right.
It was so funny. It just, oh my gosh. And now it's like, it's coming to a close. It's coming to a close. We don't know who you're gonna pick, because next week is overnight dates. Okay, now are you nervous for the world to see you in the fantasy suites? Because we know what happens in the fantasy suites.
No, you don't.
Oh, all right. All right, Gerry.
So, you know, when you're in your 30s and you're looking at the fantasy suites, I think you're thinking about a particular event that might happen. And with us at our age, we were looking for those moments off camera, no microphone, where we could get into the harder questions that we hadn't been able to talk about. All of us on the show, nearly all of us, had children and grandchildren that we had to be a little guarded about when the cameras were on. In the fantasy suites, no, we could have any kind of conversation we wanted. And there were watershed moments in that fantasy suite. I mean, I made decisions in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't sleep on older men. When I tell you, everybody want to be the Energizer Bunny. That's what I'm talking about. This is like slow and steady, get to know you conversation.
Yeah.
This is what I love. Now, I have a friend, my friend Lorene Harmon. She is 99 years old, Gerry, and she sent in a question for you because she wanted to shoot her shot. So would you take a look at Lorene?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Gerry. I'm Lorene from Georgia. I have a question for you. I see that the two ladies that you are choosing from are still spring chickens. They aren't even 70 years old yet. Well, I have 99 years of experience, so I could really show you a thing or two. How do you feel about cougars?
Friends, Lorene, how do you feel about cougars?
Such a good question.
That's a good question.
For the second time today, I've been caught off guard. Certainly, what a wonderful woman she is.
Yes.
And with 99 years of experience, I'd want to delve into that a little bit more.
Oh,
What's her specialty in those?
If I can tell you anything about Lorene, if Lorene takes you in that fantasy suite, you ain't coming out.
I ain't coming out?
You ain't coming out.
I'd be dehydrated?
You're going to be real dehydrated. Gerry, I just want to say, thank you so much for showing who you are and just really showing these women, because they love you, they still respect each other. It is one of the most authentic shows that I have been witness to, and we appreciate you.
Thank you.
I do, and I want to tell you, if I didn't have to work on this talk show, I'd have been one of them women in there too playing paddleball. Don't even get me wrong, boy. Thank you for being here, Gerry.
You're welcome.
The Golden Bachelor airs Thursdays at 8 on ABC, and it's available the next day on Hulu.
We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time.